One in Rome and Brussels to defy the odds. Tonight, the return against Real Madrid, who've looked nearly unbeatable of late. Commentary from Jim Beglin and Guy Mowbray.
One look at the Real Madrid lineup tonight shows that any talk of the star names being rested has proved unfounded. There are two enforced absentees though, with midfield man Helguera suspended and, perhaps pleasingly for Leeds, Roberto Carlos away on international duty. In goal, Cesar has been preferred to the precocious Casillas. Choice has been a rare luxury for David O'Leary this season, and so it is again, with a one-match ban for Danny Mills posing an extra problem. Ian Hart moves across to right-back as cover, Dominic Matteo is on the left, and ahead of him a welcome first start since Boxing Day for Harry Kewell, on the perfect stage for his sort of talent. Ryszard Wojcik of Poland is the man with the whistle tonight. He's been a Champions League referee since the competition began. So it's Real all white, Leeds all yellow. Away we go then, an academic fixture. Don't you believe it, Real Madrid simply don't lose European games at home. While as Leeds' sights are set ever higher, they're out to enhance their growing reputation by getting a result against the reigning European champions. And it's Alan Smith already getting in the groove, with his cross going harmlessly into the arms of Cesar. 29-year-old, considered a more solid choice than the acrobatics of Iker Casillas tonight. Looking for Raul, rather be away. Viduka, only Alan Smith alongside him. He's done well initially, and he's looking for Smith now. There's no flag. Alan Smith with a chance, and he's scored! What a start for Leeds United! Alan Smith, the man for the big occasion again. Unbridled joy from the travelling fans. He really has got the touch in these games.
Well, I must admit, when it was played initially, I thought he was just that yard ahead. I thought maybe he was just offside. But I didn't think there was anything going to be in this, because the two of them were on their own. Viduka did well to create some space. But what about that again for coolness in front of goal? He keeps coming up with it. All the big pressure games, Alan Smith's there. Once he gets a chance, the composure he's showing in front of goal, tremendous. And what another start it is for Leeds on their travels.
Solari now. Real Madrid wounded. Foul committed by Bacca. Another dream start, it just keeps happening.
Well, what was so admirable as well is that he didn't even think about offside. He wasn't going to question whether the decision was going to come or not, the whistle was going to blow. He got on with it.
Difficult one here, and it's equalised. Real level within 2 minutes. Level through Raul. It's certainly an open affair.
That's just bad defending. I mean, Vigo's normally so good at delivering like this, and he's put a lovely ball in their front post. But did it come off his hand? You know, I thought he headed it first time. Was it his hand? I mean, Leeds are complaining. I think that might well have come off his hand. I can't be too sure. The replay's not conclusive enough, but it could have been hand instead of head.
That was certainly what Nigel Martin and his defence were appealing for. And David O'Leary, you can see, quite clearly demonstrating that he felt it was a handball. Certainly on the first replay of the goal, it looked as though he'd palmed it into the net. Very good run from Kewell. Leaving Jeremy behind him. Cameroonian has got back. Still can't block the cross, and there's Smith! Put too close to goalkeeper Cesar. It was a wonderful opportunity. It was all thanks to the magic of Harry Kewell.
Well, his reaction says it all. It was absolutely brilliant from Harry Kewell. I think he's ready for a start now. He's had quite a few substitute appearances. He's sharpening all the time. Great, direct, positive, wonderful ball, far post. And Alan Smith's reaction said it all. He knows he should have done better. He put it too close to the keeper.
McManaman. Tackles challenge. Ferdinand will beat Morientes to this one. Morientes sliding in. I've already mentioned the slick surface. There's been 2 heavy showers in the half hour or so preceding the game.
It's a wonderful ball across. The marking is absolutely atrocious from Real. Completely lost Smith on the far post, and he should have done better. Yeah, he did. I mean, I was unsure at the time, but the arm has gone out, and he's clipped it in with a hand.
Real have never lost at home to an English side in 7 previous European ties. United trying to break the mould and also continue their Champions League form as Figo is offside. But their only defeats in the Champions Leagues this season have come in Barcelona and 2 Real Madrid. Beaten countries from all nations except Spain. Through to Smith, Karanka made sure of that. Celades, Figo to Jeremy. Here's Luis Figo. Drifting inside, looking for Morientes, it's gone in though! Real have the lead! Luis Figo firing them in front.
Wonder whether this got a touch off David Batty, because you can see Nigel Martin is already on his way out trying to intercept what he thinks is going to be a cross, and I think it just clips off David Batty, or maybe even Radaby when it gets further in. It's hard to tell, but certainly it's taken a deflection off somewhere along the line to go past Nigel Martin.
The half-time whistle at the Bernabeu. No injury time added at the end of a controversial first half. Leeds taking the lead through Alan Smith, but back came Real Madrid. A goal that certainly looked like handball from Raul, and then a very strange shot that ended up in the back of the net from Figo by either a bounce or a deflection. It all means that at half-time it's Real Madrid 2, Leeds United 1. Madrid get the second half underway then, as Leeds United try and look for some good fortune inside the Bernabeu in the next 45 minutes or so. We've had 3 goals, all have been questionable, from Alan Smith possibly being offside to Raul's handball and Luis Figo's bizarre ricochet off the pitch. Totally wrong-footed Nigel Martin. We were discussing that at half-time, Jim Beglin, and remembering Steve McManaman and Stan Collymore scoring similar goals in the past.
Well, that's right, it's the old portable divot. I mean, you know, Figo's so classy, maybe he aimed for it, I don't know, but it looked like the little indentation the goalkeepers make, you know, for their kicks, and it just seemed to strike that, and it's one of the craziest goals I've seen in a long time.
Here's Batty to tackle himself. Kewell. Once more Jeremy in the way, Makaleli doubling up. Kewell's beaten them both. Jeremy got back well, but it is a Leeds corner.
That's good skill again from Harry Kewell. And Jeremy, a couple of times, has just hung in there enough to get a little block on it.
Smith stands directly in front of goalkeeper Cesar. Ian Hart makes the long, lonely jog across to take the corner again. Hart delivers. Great chance, Viduka scores! Totally free! Delight again for the travelling fans from Elland Road. Viduka's hitting a hot vein of form, and he wasn't going to miss that one.
Well, Leeds just don't know when they're beaten, and he certainly gets that with his head. There's no hint of an arm in that one, that's for sure. It's just dreadful marking. I mean, 6-yard box, and they've just left him all the time in the world. Free header, and That's suicidal from a defence. How easy is that? Ends up going through the keeper's legs, but who cares? Easy finish from Martin Viduka. Great delivery from Ian Hart.
Ian Hart was lost out. McManaman nicked it. Raul trying to find Morientes. And that looked a good challenge. Despite the appeals from the stands, that was a super tackle from Lucas Radebe. The referee agreed.
That's as good as it gets. Absolutely fantastic from Radebe. And Ian Hart, I think we'll pat him on the back after the game, because it was silly to come inside, robbed the possession, good ball across, but it was a wonderful, wonderful tackle.
McManaman. Bastacor. Figo. McManaman pulls wide. That's where Figo puts it now. The ball is behind for a corner off Ian Hart. And again we see the equalising goal.
He's so good at this. I mean, that's the area you want the ball coming in with. Difficult for a keeper to come because there's so much pace on it. But the marking was shocking. Viduka shouldn't have that kind of room.
There's Figo. He's been in long consultation with the referee many times during this game. He's with the ball at his feet. Good delivery too, and Raul scores! Nothing wrong with that one. Classic combination between Figo and Raul. That definitely came off the head. It's 3-2 Real Madrid.
Well, there's no doubt about which two give them that incisive edge. I mean, that's brilliant, because Figo only gets that little yard of room, doesn't seem any danger, good ball in, Leeds a little sluggish reacting, and Raul just helps it on. The pace is on it, just helps it on its way into the corner.
Yeah. Jeremy is onside. Was there a hand used again? And then with the flag said no, it's a decent cross too. Still not out of play. It is now via Radebe, who's in some pain as he's gone down. Morientes is calling for medical attention for Lucas Radebe. We mentioned he missed training last night with a knee injury. Looks as though it could be the lead skipper's last involvement.
Well, you would hope it's not a twist, but the way his foot seemed to go into the ground, I think he might well have just twisted something again there, and that's not a good sign to see him in so much pain.
There's no natural central defensive replacement on the bench. There will be a reshuffle if he does have to go off. Gary Kelly is there, and they call Chief in the Leeds dressing room. Has to receive more medical attention. In the meantime, Leeds have a Figo corner to deal with. Drilled back in. Well watched by Martin from the boot of Celades. Here's Kuhl. Leeds get back on level terms again. It was McManaman who nicked it away out for a throw-in.
Well, I think Nigel Martin will be pleased it was straight at him, because it was well executed from Celades. Difficult to control these. Just as well it was central.
One could easily have taken a wicked deflection too.
That's the kind of thing keepers fear.
There's Kuhl. Oh, two-footed lunge, but Kuhl has kept going. Smith in support. Viduka is just onside. This is Viduka! Oh, not far away at all. Did it clip the upright?
Fantastic move again. I mean, Harry Kuhl was so brave, because Makelele's lunge was two-footed, very dangerous, and it does. I think it just clips the angle.
Call. Full head to the ball. Kuhl goes in on Makelele. That's Smith. This is Viduka. He's through a goal. Viduka with another chance. Didn't do enough this time. Was better than the previous opportunity.
Well, it's a pity about the first touch, because, you know, when he takes it, he just goes a little too wide for me. The angle is tight. He's got a lot to do.
Makelele. There's Jeremy. Then onside. Cut back. This is Figo. All the way across the face. Didn't catch it at that time.
Well, there's a bit of a gap opening up now between the Leeds midfield and the defence was exposed there, and it was just so easy. Figo back to him again, and I should have kept that on target. I thought he could have taken it earlier too.
Hart. Viduka. Here's Batty. Kelly is wide. Through the centre is Kuhl. Couldn't bring it under control that time. McManaman. Real Madrid trying to run down the clock. It's a lovely flick from Solari. Another free kick. Karanka will slowly go across to take charge of. That record is going to stay intact. Real Madrid have still never lost to an English team in a home game in European competition. They've beaten Leeds United by 3 goals to 2. Alan Smith has made his mark on the big stage once again. Quick fire goal that put Leeds in front. 2 debatable goals, a handball from Raul, a wicked bounce for Luis Figo, 2-1 at half-time. Leeds came back again through Mark Viduka's header, but there was Raul with another wonderful headed goal to finish things. It means at full time it's oh so unlucky for Leeds, but it's Real 3, Leeds 2.